Yuvraj, can you hear me? Yuvraj, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Yuvraj? Lakshmi? Lakshmi, can you hear me?
Ma'am.
Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Nobody has joined, only Yuvraj is seen, but he is not answering. Good morning, Yuvraj. You can hear me, Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
Where the other students are today, I told we'll start with the first module orals for first 20 minutes. Have you studied?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Yuvraj, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Yuvraj? Okay, Lakshmi, only you are there. Have you studied the first thing, that is characteristics of management? I had told only 3 questions. One was characteristics of management, second is objectives of management, and the third is importance of management. I have asked only this 3 questions for you. And I had asked you all to come prepared for these 3 questions to be done orally, so that I will be asking everyone. But I don't see anyone, only Yuvraj is seen and Lakshmi Kammar.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Yuvraj. Where are the other students? I had told that today we will be doing orals, 3 questions of first module. Are you ready, Yuvraj? Are you ready? Hello, are you ready? Mithali, good morning. Your cameras, can you on? I want to see. Can you on your cameras? Lakshmi Kammar, Yuvraj. Hello. Lakshmi Kammar. Lakshmi Kammar.
Yes, ma'am.
Camera on. Hello. Yuvraj. Okay, there are no students. I do not know why you all are not interested. Only one Yuvraj and Lakshmi Kammar also is not there now. Only Yuvraj is there. Yuvraj, shall we start with the 5th module only? Yes, good morning, Yuvraj. Can you see me? Can you see? Your audio is not there. I can see you. Audio is not there. ऐकायला येते? ऑडिओ नाही आहे तुझं. हॅलो. Your voice is not there. I can't hear you. Hello. Raj. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Yuvraj, I can hear you now. You are off the camera. Chalo, what we'll do now? No student has come. They have not joined. Only you are there. Lakshmi Kammar. She is also off again. Mithali is here. Good morning, Mithali. Have you studied first characteristics of management? Both of you, Yuvraj and Mithali. Mithali. Have you studied? Yuvraj?
Yes,
कौन है तुम्हारे साथ?
कोई नहीं मैम.
हाँ. पढ़ाई करके आए हो? कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, इम्पोर्टेंस एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स पढ़ के आए हो क्या युवराज?
यस मैम.
बाकी के सब क्या हो गया? कोई भी नहीं है, क्लास नहीं ज्वाइन किया? क्या करेंगे अभी? किसी को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, लगता है बेकार में मेरा टाइम वेस्ट हो जाएगा। इससे अच्छा है मैं 5th मॉड्यूल का अगला पन्ना पढ़ाना शुरू कर दूंगी, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, because I don't see any interest in any of them. So simply it is waste of my time, because it is you who has to pass the second year. It is not me. Correct? Correct? युवराज, अगला शुरू करेंगे. First we have studied what is organization, that is organizing, and the meaning of organizing, the definition of organizing we studied. Thereafter we understood what is the importance of organizing. We studied what is the importance of organizing. Then we studied what are the different steps of organizing. So after that we went to, that is organizational structure. So how an organization is structured on the basis of what it is a framework wherein all the operating, managerial and operating tasks are performed. Okay. So it establishes, specifies a relationship between people, work and resources. So it allows a correlation and coordination between human, finance, resources, all these things in a business enterprise. Then we understood what are the different types of organizational structure. The first type of organizational structure was functional organizational structure, and the second was divisional. Functional structure we understood where the similar type of jobs are grouped together and organized, and major functions are been separated to different departments. So there is a MD, there is a particular type of product wherein different departments are made. So under one head, different departments are there. One type of product is there, there is a one head for that, a managing director, and different departments are there. This is what we understood in functional. Then we understood what are the advantages and disadvantages of functional structure. Then we went to the next was divisional structure. Division, it means there are many divisions. Means there is organization wherein many different types of products they are into, because a large scale business, there they are producing more than one product. It is not only one product, more than one products, many products are there, and under that head many products are there and different departments are there. So for every product, different division of departments are there. This is what we have understood in the last class. Then we understood what are the advantages of divisional structure and disadvantages of divisional structure, and where it is suitable also. In big organizations it is suitable. This is what we understood. Thereafter, last what we studied was a comparative, that is a comparative view or a distinction between functional structure and divisional structure. This is what we studied last class. Is it right? Yuvraj, Mithali?
Ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yuvraj? Yuvraj? So only Mithali is answering here. Last class I had asked everybody to come prepared for the first module for orals, but somehow I don't know, nobody is interested. They are not there, so I will not waste my time. It is better I continue with the next topic. That is, now we'll go to formal organization and informal organization. So formal organization, now even when you are wearing dress is also formal dress, and that is informal dress. So formal dress means what? Properly dressed, your shirt, your trousers tucked in, means it is a system, well-defined position. Formal organization means what? In which it has a system, means in an organization there is a system where there is a well-defined position. Well-defined, who is posted what? Well-defined position, well-defined what? Authority, responsibility, policies, principles, everything is there, and it is governed by informal organization. It is governed by rules and regulations for its proper functioning. So formal organization is what? A formal organization is one which has a system. System means a well-defined, systematic, properly positioned, who is at what authority, whose responsibility is what are the policies, what are the principles, and these formal organizations are governed by rules and regulations, for which, why? Because proper functioning is done, and it refers to this organizational structure. Okay? It is designed and it is designed by the management to accomplish the particular task. So formal organization means what? Formal organization means what? It is a well-defined, in organization, it's a well-defined position, authority, responsibility, policies, principles. And in these organizations, they are governed by rules and regulations. Proper functioning is done. So it refers to the organizational structure where it is designed by the management. Okay, this management is following all the rules. Everything is systematically done there in formal organizations, so that whatever is their task, they are able to accomplish that. Then, is it clear? Good morning, Abhishek. Rohan, good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
So, I started with, but there was only one student, that is one Mitali, Lakshmi Kamar joined, then Yuvraj. But I didn't find any response from the students for revision of the first module. They are not talking, nobody is speaking whether we should go on with that. So then I thought you all are not interested in answering the first 3 questions of the first module. Am I right?
No, ma'am.
Then what? Nobody responded for a long time. I'm asking, and nobody joined the class also on time. Neither they are responding, they are showing an interest. It looks like I am interested in the subject. I am going to give the exams for your second years. So I thought it is better I continue with my topic and finish the portion. Correct? So first we started with functional structure, divisional structure. We finished that. Now we'll go to formal organization and what all types of organization are there. One is formal, another is informal. So formal is an organization where the system is well defined. Everything is systematic. All the authorities, responsibilities, principles, policies, everything are governed by. So all these things have been governed by what? Rules and regulations. In every organization which is a formal organization, everything is systematically designed. All rules and regulations are followed there. And this structure in this organization is designed by whom? By the management. Why they have designed this system, these rules, regulations, everything has to go systematically in a formal organization. Why? Because whatever is their task, whatever is their accomplishment, whatever is their target, they have to reach to that. That is the reason in formal organizations, it is well defined, everything is systematically done. All this authority, responsibility, everything is done based on rules and regulations. Then that organization will smoothly run. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we'll go to the features of formal organization. What are the features of formal organization? What are the features? It specifies the relationship among job positions. Now see what all things are there. So it is a well-defined system. I said their responsibilities, position, authority, policy, then principles, everything is systematically designed. So first feature, what it says, it specifies the relationship among the job positions. So it will specify. So here the nature of their interrelationship, what that, it clarifies, okay? It clarifies what job I am doing, what job Abhishek is doing, what job. So it clarifies the job, what is my job. Specifically, it clarifies my position, what am I, and whom am I supposed to answer, whom am I supposed to report. This is the first feature of formal organization. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
It specifies the relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it is a formal organization, everything is systematic based on rules and regulations. So everybody knows what is my post, what am I supposed to do. Okay, so here it specifies the relationship among job positions. So the nature of their interrelationship, what it clarifies to whom they are supposed to report. Second feature, it is a means to achieve the objective. Why this formal organization is there? Because it is specified in the plans. It is specified in the plans. It lays down in the rules and regulations. Rules and regulations are there. They know what they are supposed to do. So it is very essential. Why? Because they have to reach. Why this whole system is required? Why these rules and regulations are required? If everything is there, then only that company can reach its goal, no? Its objective, yes or no? So for that reason, the second feature, it is formal organization is required because it has to achieve its objective. If it has to achieve its specified plans, then it has to lay down the rules and regulations. It is very essential for this achievement. This is the second feature. Then the third is efforts of various departments. Now, every organization, they're having different departments. So the efforts, what all mehnat, what you say, no, these efforts of various departments are coordinated because there are so many departments, HR department, marketing department, finance department, research department, purchase. So all these departments are there, but they belong to whom? To one organization only, to one system, one organization, one enterprise. So naturally, they have to, all the efforts of all these departments, every department is working hard to achieve the goal. So every department, various departments, they are coordinating. When if they have to achieve the goal, are they supposed to coordinate or no? Yes or no? Hello? Are they supposed to coordinate or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So various departments are coordinated, interlinked, and integrated through this formal organization. Why? In this formal organization, there is a system. Very systematically it is designed. All rules and regulations are made. Every principle, every responsibility, every authority, every policy is systematically designed with the management. Why? Because their company should work smoothly. So that is the reason every efforts of these all various departments are coordinated. Everybody coordinates with each other. Production will coordinate with marketing, marketing will coordinate with finance, finance will coordinate with HR. So all these departments are interrelated and integrated through this formal organization because it is systematically done. Then designed by the top management. Who has designed this system? Who has designed these rules and regulations, this whole positioning, this well-defined system? It is done by the top management. To see why they have done, so that the company, smooth running of the company or the organization is there. So this is designed by the top management. Why? Because they want that everything should run smoothly. And the last feature is it places, means it puts more emphasis, efforts is put on what? The work to be performed. So they put more emphasis on what is that work they should perform, that the interpersonal relationship among the employees. So what is that? They put more efforts on that relationship between different employees. All the employees, those who are working there, they put more efforts or emphasizes on that because they want to see that the work, that is the performance of all these employees are interpersonal, that is the relationship among these employees is properly done. So they put more emphasis as to be what is that work that has to be performed and the interrelationship between the employees. This is the features of formal organization. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now definition. So definition you have to write as it is. According to Lewis Allen, formal organization is what? The definition. Formal organization is a system of well-defined jobs, each bearing a definite measure of authority, responsibility, and accountability. So what it says, according to Lewis Allen, the formal organization is a well-defined organization, is a system of well-defined jobs, each bearing a definite measure of authority, responsibility, and accountability. Is it clear? So this is the definition as it is. You have to write important it is. You should know the definition of formal organization. Now we understood what is formal organization. So see, when you come to college also, how do you come? Do you come in formal dress or informal dress? When the college regularly starts, how do you come? Abhishek, Yuvraj and all?
Formal dress.
Formal means how? Uniform with that grey shirt, your dark navy blue pant, a belt, trouser, properly dressed with shoes. Yes or no? Why? Means what? It is very systematically done. It's systematically designed. You know how to formal like that. Every organization is well-defined system. It knows what is the position of a person, what is the authority of a person, what is the responsibility, what are the principles, what are the policies, because they all are working on your college also runs on rules and regulations. Like that organization also is under rules and who makes this? The top management frames this. Why they do that? So that they reach the objective. Same way. Is it clear? So we understood what is formal organization, meaning features of formal organization, definition of formal organization. Now we'll go to the advantages of formal organization. Advantage is what? It is easy to fix the response. Now everything is systematically designed. Every rules and regulations are made. So naturally what will happen? We can fix the responsibility. We can fix the responsibility. Ooh, it is easy. Like what Abhishek should do. What is Abhishek's duty? What Yuvraj should do? What Mithali should do? Is it easy or no? If rules and regulations are made, if everything is properly done smoothly, everything is well defined. Yes or no? Is it clear? So first advantage is easy to fix responsibility because mutual relationship are clearly defined. Now I know what is my job. Yuvraj knows what is his job. Because everybody has been, it is a well-defined system, everybody has been allocated their jobs. So everybody has been given their positioning. What is Abhishek? He is a accountant. What is Mithali? She is a accountant. Or she is a finance, in the finance department, she is a cashier. So I like that everybody has been given some responsibility. So it is very easy for them to mutually and have an understanding so that it is clearly defined. That is the reason it is very easy to do the work because everybody knows what is their responsibility. Everybody has been entrusted with every work. So first advantage is that. Second, it helps in avoiding duplication. Once I am being given my work, Abhishek is given his work, Yuvraj is. So naturally I will not do Abhishek's work, no? Abhishek will not do Yuvraj's work. So there will be no duplication because I know what is my job. He knows what is his job, what is Mithali's, what is Lakshmi's. So everybody know what their jobs are. So naturally, same repetition of work will not be done. Duplication is not done. This is the second advantage. Third is unity of command is motivated. See this? What is there? Unity of command is maintained through an established chain of command. Now I will know the command. There is a unity of command. So you have studied this in the principles of management, unity of command and unity of direction. So unity of command, you know who is your head, under whom you are working. So unity is there. So you know unity of command is maintained as it is established through a chain. From the top, it will go to the next, from the next to the next to the next. So this command is there. From where you are getting these directions, it is there. So accordingly, you will work. So unity of command is maintained through an established chain of command. So naturally, this system is followed in the organization. Then next is it leads to effective accomplishment of the goals because each employee knows the role that he has to play. Why? Because everybody knows what is my duty. Each individual, each employee knows what his or her duty. So once they know what is his or her duty, naturally everybody will do their own jobs, and so that what will happen, the company's goal or the objective is accomplished. When I am doing my duty, naturally I should see what task is given to me. I am fulfilling that. Same way everybody is doing. So naturally when all do their own jobs, their own task they fulfill, naturally they will reach to the goal. So it is very easy. It leads to effective accomplishment of the objective of the company. Then he provides stability. The formal organization, what it will do, it provides stability. When these all things are systematically running, there will be stability, sthiratha. So there will be stability. There will be no misunderstanding. There will be no haphazardness. So everything will go systematically. So it provides stability to the organization because of specific rules and regulations. It is like a guide to the employees. When these rules and regulations are there, naturally everybody will work systematically. So what will happen? It will help that organization to run smoothly. There will be stability. It will not be imbalanced because everybody knows what are the rules and regulations, what all are supposed to follow. So naturally what will happen? Everything will go smoothly. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the advantages. Now, what is the opposite of that? Disadvantage. What is the disadvantage of formal organization? So what will happen because of these rules and regulations? If rules and regulations are there, can you directly take decision, Abhishek, as an employee in the company? Can you take directly
ma'am.
decision about regarding any matter? Can you take?
No, ma'am.
No. Can you take, Abhishek?
No, ma'am.
You have to ask whom? You have to ask me. Then I have to ask madam, like that. So what will happen because of this procedure that is laid down? Are you getting me? Because it leads
Yes,
to
ma'am.
procedural delays. You have to take some immediate decision, so you cannot take. You have to wait for the orders of your top boss. Then I have to wait for the next top boss. So it delays. The chain of command is there. Now MD is there, after MD manager is there, MD, after manager supervisor is there, after supervisor employees are there. Can the employees or can the supervisor immediately take any decision on his own? No, he has to wait for the top, that command, chain of command, from there it has to come. So we have to follow this. This has to be followed, which increases the time. From the managing director, it has to come to the manager, from the manager to the supervisor, then from the supervisor to the employees. So till that time, lots of this procedure delay is there, time is wasted, and decision making is delayed. Is it clear? Is it clear? Hello? Hello? Lakshmi?
Ma'am.
Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get what I told? What is the disadvantage?
Yes, ma'am.
Because there is chain of command from the top till it comes to the bottom level, any order, it becomes late. This procedure, when they follow, it becomes late. They are delayed to take any decision. Next is poor organizational practices may not provide adequate recognition to creative talent. So what will happen? Because of all this system, this procedure, this rules and regulations, the person who is having a talent, there are so many employees who are intelligent, those are having creativity, but can they do on their own some creativity in the company, in an organization on their own? They
No,
cannot
ma'am.
do. Sometimes this is lacking, this poor organizational practice, because the top people may give them opportunity or may not give them. So adequate recognition is not given. So they are not recognized. Somebody is expert in something, that recognition is not got by that person in the formal organization. So this is lacking. That is, recognition of any creative talent is lacked in an organization. Then it is difficult to understand all human relationship. You are working in such a big organization, बड़े बड़े कंपनियों में काम कर रहे, एक दूसरे को तुम अच्छी तरह से जान सकते हो क्या? Can you understand all the people, those who are working there, all human relationships in an enterprise, as a in a place? No. Can you understand? So it is
No, ma'am.
difficult to understand all the human relationship in an enterprise, as it places more emphasis on structure of work. क्या ज्यादा किस पर वो लोग जोर देते हैं? काम पर, स्ट्रक्चर पर, रिलेशनशिप पर कम होता है. तो एक दूसरे को जानना पहचाना कम होता है ऐसी जगहों पर. सो इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल द ह्यूमन रिलेशनशिप. इट इज नॉट easy for you to understand the human relationship. So it is a place, in such places it becomes very difficult. They place more emphasis, they give more importance to what? The structure of the company, what type of work they're supposed to do. Relationships is that काम पर ज़्यादा importance देते हैं. This is the last disadvantage. Is it clear? Are you
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
फर्स्ट इज डिले होता है, क्योंकि चेन ऑफ कमांड ऊपर से नीचे आने तक ऑर्डर्स बहुत लेट होता है, डिसीजन मेकिंग सही नहीं होता. कोई इफ समबडी इज गुड, एक्सपर्ट, क्रिएटिविटी है किसी में, तो उसको वो रिकग्निशन नहीं मिलता. दूसरा डिसएडवांटेज. तीसरा, एक कंपनी में, ऐसे कंपनी में, बड़े बड़े कंपनी में, वो काम एंड स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द कंपनी पर ज़्यादा एम्फोसाइज देते हैं, इंपॉर्टेंस देते हैं, ह्यूमन रिलेशनशिप से ज़्यादा. इसलिए अंडरस्टैंडिंग एनी ह्यूमन रिलेशनशिप इज डिफिकल्ट इन सच फॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it clear? Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
Yuvraj. Sahil. Good morning, Sahil. Can you hear me, Sahil? Rohan, good morning. Mukund. All are seen. Today, Abhishek is there, Lakshmi Kammar, Mukund, Rohan, Sahil, Yuvraj. Mithali, she was there, now not to be seen. Lakshmi Gasti is not there. Only now Rahul and Omkar are not there. Anyway, so is this clear? What is formal organization? Meaning of formal organization, definition of formal organization, features of formal organization, advantages and limitations of formal organization. Is it clear? Are you getting me? Is it clear? Hello? Is it clear? Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am.
Only you are answering. Why others are not answering? Lakshmi,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
किसी का भी आवाज नहीं है, कोई सब चुप बैठे हैं, पता नहीं है। रिवीजन के लिए भी पहला हाँ बोला, आज कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहा है। अगर ऐसे आंसर नहीं करोगे तो सिर्फ मैं सवाल करके क्या फायदा है? Only I will ask questions and no answers from your side, and it is going on record. What is the use? Is this clear, Abhishek? Yuvraj?
Yes, ma'am.
Yuvraj?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You should say yes, no, na? So you understood what
Yes,
is
ma'am.
formal, features, advantage, disadvantage. Okay. So now we'll go to, that is formal organization. How the structure of a formal organization in the textbook will show. There is a MD. Then under a MD, what is there? Purchase department, production department, finance department. Then under that, purchase manager, production manager, finance manager. Then under purchase manager, purchase executive. Under production manager, production supervisor. Then finance manager, finance executive. Means see, the structure is very straight. That is command. MD is there. 3 departments are there. Production, finance. Then that is your purchase. Then under production, production manager. Then under him, production executive. Why say finance manager, finance executive. See, ऐसे सीधा सीधा रहता है प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर, प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव. सो स्ट्रेट फॉर्मल मीन्स सिस्टमेटिक रहता है. इसे समझ में आ रहा है? मैनेजमेंट डायरेक्टर के नीचे प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर, प्रोडक्शन के नीचे प्रोजेक्ट एग्जीक्यूटिव. एकदम सिस्टमेटिकली रहता है, हायरार्की रहती है. आर यू गेटिंग मी? हेलो युवराज, अभिषेक, अभिषेक, hello Abhishek. Okay, so this is regarding formal. Now we'll go to informal organization. Are you hearing me, students? Yuvraj, are you getting me, Yuvraj? Hello Yuvraj, Abhishek. Abhishek, you are
Yes,
not
ma'am.
still well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is this much clear? Formal structure clear है? Organization?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. अभी formal means सब systematic होता है. Everything is systematic. This hierarchy is MD के नीचे 3 डिपार्टमेंट है. 3 डिपार्टमेंट में प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट, फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट, परचेज. प्रोडक्शन के अंडर प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर आता है, प्रोडक्शन उसके नीचे प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव आता है. फाइनेंस के नीचे फाइनेंस मैनेजर आता है, फाइनेंस एग्जीक्यूटिव आता है. परचेज के नीचे परचेज मैनेजर, परचेज एग्जीक्यूटिव. तो दिस इज अ सिस्टमेटिक कमांड ऑफ चेन, हायरार्की है. सिस्टमेटिक रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस के हिसाब से चलता है. अभी इनफॉर्मल का मतलब क्या है? इनफॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज एस्टेब्लिश्ड नॉट बाय एनी फॉर्मल अथॉरिटी. जैसे इसमें अथॉरिटी है, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, पॉलिसीज है, प्रिंसिपल्स है, वेल डिफाइंड रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस है, सब सिस्टम. वैसे इनफॉर्मल में नहीं रहता. इनफॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज नॉट एस्टेब्लिश्ड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ फॉर्मल अथॉरिटी. वहां पर किसी की अथॉरिटी नहीं है. Also not based on procedure, rules, regulations, कुछ भी नहीं है. यहाँ पर क्या है? उसका अपोजिट बोलना है. फॉर्मल में सब कुछ है, यहाँ पर कुछ नहीं है. नो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, नो पोजिशनिंग, नो अथॉरिटी, नो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस आर फॉलोड. बिकॉज इनफॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज बेस्ड ऑन अ नेटवर्क ऑफ सोशल रिलेशनशिप. तो क्या यहाँ पर है? नेटवर्क ऑफ सोशल रिलेशनशिप है अमंग द एम्प्लॉइज. पर्सनल एटीट्यूड, पर्सनल इमोशंस, ये सब कुछ जुड़ा हुआ रहता है इसके साथ. इसलिए उसको इनफॉर्मल बोलते हैं. मीन्स जैसे मर्जी. यहाँ पर ऐसे कोई नहीं है. अभी किसी को मैं बताती हूँ, प्रोडक्शन हो गया ये डिपार्टमेंट, ठीक है, ये फाइनेंस हो गया, ये परचेस हो गया. अभी ये प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर था, इसके नीचे यहाँ पर प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव है, ठीक है. यहाँ फाइनेंस मैनेजर, फाइनेंस एग्जीक्यूटिव है. परचेस मैनेजर, यहाँ परचेस एग्जीक्यूटिव है, ठीक है. अभी किसी को कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन देना है, प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव किसको बताएगा? प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर को. प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट को, फिर एमडी के पास जाता है वो. वैसे सिस्टमेटिक जाता है। अभी इनफॉर्मल में कैसा होता है, प्रोडक्शन इधर फाइनेंस वाला प्रोडक्शन को बताएगा, या प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव फाइनेंस मैनेजर को बताएगा, या परचेज वाला फाइनेंस को बताएगा, या फाइनेंस एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रोडक्शन को बताएगा। मीन्स कोई किसी को कैसे भी हियर देयर इज नो अथॉरिटी, नो रिस्पॉन्डिंग, किसी की तरफ से कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन किसी को भी जाता है, कोई किसी को भी आंसर करता है, किसी का रिलेशन किसके साथ भी। सो इट इज़ अ सोशल नेटवर्क, कोई सिस्टमेटिक नहीं है। इसने इसको बोलना है, नहीं मैं प्रोडक्शन वाला हूँ, मैं प्रोडक्शन वाले को ही इन्फॉर्म करूँगा, या मैं फाइनेंस वाला फाइनेंस को, नहीं, प्रोडक्शन वाला फाइनेंस को बोलेगा, फाइनेंस वाला परचेज को बोलेगा, परचेज वाला प्रोडक्शन को बोलेगा। सो यार देयर इज नो सेट अथॉरिटी, नो सेट प्रिंसिपल्स, नो सेट पोजिशनिंग, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कुछ नहीं है, कोई किसी को भी कुछ भी बोल सकता है। यहाँ पर एवरीथिंग इज इनफॉर्मल, यार प्रोसीजर इज नॉट फॉलोड। आर यू गेटिंग अभिषेक? आर यू गेटिंग अभिषेक?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, तो यहाँ पर क्या होता है, कोई रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस फॉलो नहीं होता है, यहाँ पर कोई सिस्टम नहीं है, सोशल नेटवर्किंग है। यहाँ पर लोगों का रिश्ता मीन्स इमोशंस एंड एटीट्यूड्स पर बेस्ड है अमंग एम्प्लॉयज। सो इट इज अ सोशल रिलेशनशिप अमंग एम्प्लॉयज and personal attitude and emotions, this is based on that, this is called as informal। यहाँ पर कोई सिस्टम नहीं है, कोई किसी को भी इंफॉर्मेशन देगा, कोई किसी को भी पूछता है, किसी का किसी के साथ रिश्ता है, based on that। So here there is no set rules and regulations, no responsibility, no policy, no what positioning, nothing। This is called as informal organization। अभी definition of informal organization is according to Keith Davis। The definition of informal organization according to Keith Davis, informal organization is a network of personal and social relationship। अभी किसी का रिश्ता किसी के साथ अच्छा है, किसी का सोशल रिलेशनशिप किसी के साथ अच्छा है, तो उसके बेसिस पर चलता है बिजनेस इनका, ठीक है। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू कीथ डेविस, informal organization is a network of personal and social relations not established by the formal organization। जैसे फॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में एस्टेब्लिश्ड होता है वैसे नहीं है, बट अराइजिंग स्पॉन्टेनियसली एज पीपल एसोसिएट विद वन अनदर। यहाँ पर कोई किसी का रिश्ता फिक्स नहीं है, किसी ने किसको बताना है, किसको आंसरेबल, ऐसा कुछ नहीं। ये सोशल नेटवर्किंग, अपना खुद का रिश्ता किसके साथ कैसे है, अचानक से मेरे को मन किया मैं इसको बता देती हूँ, मेरा मन किया मैं इसको बताती हूँ, इन्फॉर्मेशन देती हूँ। तो यहाँ पर इट इज बेस्ड, इट इज स्पॉन्टेनियस अमंग द पीपल, द एसोसिएट्स। या नोबडी इज आंसरेबल टू नोबडी, एनीबडी कैन टेल एनीबडी, किसी का किसी के साथ इंटरेक्शन हो सकता है। दिस इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज इनफॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। इज इट क्लियर अभिषेक? इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ओके, तो सिंपल, फॉर्मल का अपोजिट है, सो डेफिनेशन इसका भी याद रखना है। फिर यहाँ पर भी आपको फीचर्स, एडवांटेजेस, डिसएडवांटेजेस एंड देन डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन फॉर्मल एंड इनफॉर्मल, दिस इज व्हाट यू हैव टू स्टडी। सो नाउ फीचर्स इज, व्हाट इज द फीचर्स ऑफ इनफॉर्मल। इनफॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ओरिजिनेट्स फ्रॉम विद इन द फॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। अभी ये सिस्टम है ऐसे, अलग कुछ नहीं है। यहाँ पर प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट है, उसके नीचे प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर है, प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव, ये सिस्टम है, मगर यहाँ पर इट इज अराइजिंग आउट ऑफ दिस ओनली, यही सिस्टम है, मगर ये इसी में से उत्पन्न होता है। इट इज अराइजिंग आउट ऑफ दिस। एन इनफॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ओरिजिनेट्स फ्रॉम विद इन अ फॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। ये जो सिस्टम है इसी में से उद्भवता है, इसी में से ओरिजिनेट होता है। इट इज अराइजिंग फ्रॉम दिस इटसेल्फ, ओके, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप अमंग द एम्प्लॉयज। अभी ये सिस्टम सब जगह है, मगर यहाँ कैसे, अगर मुझे कुछ इन्फॉर्म करना है तो फॉर्मल में प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर को बताएगा, फिर प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर एमडी को बताता है, ये सिस्टम फॉलो करते हैं। मगर इनफॉर्मल में ये सिस्टम है, सारे अलग डिपार्टमेंट, सबकी हायरार्की, सब कुछ है, मगर जब बताना है इनफॉर्मल में तो इसी में से ओरिजिनेट, इट इज ओरिजिनेटिंग फ्रॉम दिस ओनली, बट दे डू नॉट फॉलो, इट इज बेस्ड ऑन रिलेशनशिप। अभी मैं प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव हूँ, मगर मुझे कुछ बात बतानी है, ठीक है, तो मैं मेरे इस मैनेजर को बताए बगैर मैं डायरेक्ट फाइनेंस मैनेजर को बताता हूँ। तो ये क्यों? क्योंकि मेरा रिश्ता एज एग्जीक्यूटिव इन प्रोडक्शन, इट इज गुड विद माय फाइनेंस मैनेजर। सो व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल नॉट इन्फॉर्म माय प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर, but I'll inform the finance manager. Why? Because my relationship is good with that person and spontaneously it comes because of the social relationship between me and him, because of the social networking, I inform it to him. Is it clear? Is it clear? Abhishek? Rohan? Is it clear? Abhishek?
Ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
अभी मूड नहीं है, लगता है ये सब सिर्फ 2 ही लोग बचे हैं इसमें,
Yes, ma'am.
रोहन एंड अभिषेक. तो मैं ज़्यादा आगे बढ़ाऊंगी नहीं, नेक्स्ट क्लास कल बता दूंगी, ठीक है. तो इस इन दिस फॉर्मल एंड इनफॉर्मल, फॉर्मल इज दिस नेटवर्क, इनफॉर्मल इज सेम, ऐसे ही नेटवर्क रहता है, बट इट इज ओरिजिनेटिंग फ्रॉम द फॉर्मल ओनली. बट हियर व्हाट हैपन्स इज, हियर द रिजल्ट ऑफ पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप अमंग द पीपल इज बेस्ड ऑन. यहाँ पर कोई किसी को भी इंफॉर्मेशन दे सकता है, कोई किसी को भी रिपोर्टिंग कर सकता है. यहाँ पर ऐसे फॉर्मल की जैसे सिस्टम नहीं है. नहीं, मेरे ऊपर कौन है, प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव के ऊपर कौन है, प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर है. प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर के ऊपर कौन है, एमडी है. तो यहाँ पर क्या, इनफॉर्मल में सिस्टम सेम है फॉर्मल के जैसा, ओरिजिनेटिंग फ्रॉम हियर, बट वाइल इन्फॉर्मिंग यह सिस्टम फॉलो नहीं करता. किसके किसके साथ रिश्ता अच्छा है उस हिसाब से वो किसी को भी बोल सकता है, इन एनी फैशन, एनी basis. Is it clear? This is
Yes, ma'am.
informal. So अभी फीचर एंड मीनिंग पता चला. अभी फीचर्स, एडवांटेजेस, डिसएडवांटेजेस हम लोग कल देखेंगे, ठीक है. आप लोग पढ़ के आए थे क्या फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल के लिए, अभिषेक?
Yes, ma'am.
I am asking for a long time. What are the characteristics, Abhishek? At least you can answer. What are the different characteristics of management?
Yes, ma'am.
First characteristics you can tell me. What is the first characteristics? Rohan, can you answer? Hello, Rohan. At least you can tell, Abhishek. Characteristics of management. What is the first characteristics of management?
It is a goal-oriented process.
Yes. So first thing is, it is a goal-oriented process. So every company is supposed to have a goal. Without goal, nobody will do business. Can anybody do a business without any goal? Every organization is supposed to have a goal. So it is based on objective, a goal, a task, so no, a target. So every organization is goal-oriented. So it works on a goal-oriented policy or process. So what will happen? It is what all the individuals are doing. Every person who is working for that organization, what are they doing? They're putting their efforts to reach to that goal. Yes or no? Rohan, second characteristics. Rohan, second characteristics. Okay, Abhishek, you only tell. I don't find these people interested. Management is second characteristics, Abhishek. What is the second characteristics, Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the second characteristics? Management.